Yet another Capitol riot suspect has been nabbed. Thanks to, do we have film noir? Do we have? I need something very appropriate for this crime update, because forget about all of the people that are being shot in the streets. 914 this weekend. Blah 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 blah. Let's talk about the real crime and the real criminals. Yes, that's right. I'm a cop. Yet another Capitol riot suspect has been nabbed. Thanks to his stupid boasts and photos he posted on social media. This time on the dating app Bumble. Our own FBI was watching and working with Bumblebee. Houston business owner Andrew Take, 32, discussed his participation in the riot on Bumble. And he sent several photos. I don't know why they said that all of a sudden, but anyway, he was a Bumble user, and he was trying to get a date. And he said, I was at the Capitol riot, and oh yeah, I was there with pepper spray. Well, he's in the slammer today, Jack. And he's gonna like his new date options. Now, I don't know about you, but it doesn't make me feel better. Doesn't make me feel better. I mean, I'm glad that a guy who, if he really did something wrong, and he did pepper spray the police, I'm glad that he's in jail. But I don't like the fact that the government has done everything, including, started to partner with apps and Facebook and Google and everybody else, including the banks, to just hand them our whereabouts. I don't know. Kind of sounds like China.
I think I agree with everything you've said here.
Thank you. Even the musical choice.
Yes.
Yes.
And that I also am happy that if someone did something wrong, they're in jail. And also I am concerned about the way the government and tech are combining. However, if the guy actually typed, I was at the I
believe it less.
It's just I kind of have a tough time tying this particular incident into anything other than the guy being an idiot.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I agree. But it was with the help of Bumble. So we have them going after this very, very bad guy with pepper spray. Forget about Portland. They got him. They finally got him, and they've done everything they can to get him. Now, I just want to throw, that's the Justice Department doing this. The Justice Department also dropped the cases against Chinese researchers accused of hiding their affiliation with the Chinese military.
Oh, good.
I mean, we were trying to root out all the alleged China, intelligence gathering people here in the U.S., but that was last year. We've decided that we don't need to find those people. And so they've dropped the visa fraud charges against the Chinese researchers that were here.
Well, what possible importance could a bunch of Chinese researchers
Thank you for saying it.
Right
Everyone
now?
was thinking it, and it just took you to say it. I mean, what? That just seems like a waste of time and money.
Yeah. Well, why go after the Chinese right now? They seem like they're in a good place. Nothing wrong going on over there. Sure, they've built some new apartment complexes.
Yes,
behind 300. Some large walls.
Right, just over 300 of them.
Yeah,
and they're great. And they've got good schooling in there.
Really good education
camps.
Yes. Camp activities.
All right, so let me give you this one too. The Justice Department's just trying to clear the books. You know what I mean? They're so darn busy. They just have to, make some priorities. Justice Department has dropped the investigation into Tony Podesta without any charges. Now,
that's good.
Yeah, well, is it? I mean, the Podesta group was deeply involved in Ukraine. And the minute they fired, what was his name? He ran the Trump campaign for a few months, and then he was arrested.
Oh, Manafort.
Yeah, Manafort, Paul Manafort. When they went after Paul Manafort, Paul Manafort was working with the Podesta group and Tony Podesta. And as soon as they arrested him, Tony Podesta kind of went in hiding. He shut his office, immediately fired everybody the same day. And fired everybody. He was like, "Oh, we're not doing this anymore. I don't know what. Just going on vacation. Some unknown country that doesn't have extradition rights. That's what I'm going to do."
And it was one of the most successful lobbying firms.
There was no reason to do it other than there's dirt. So the Justice Department started to investigate him, but they're so busy now. They just shut it down and are like, "There's nothing to see here." Now, in a completely unrelated news story, Tony Podesta has a new job. He is the chief lobbyist now for Huawei. You know, the Chinese firm that's run by the Communist Party?
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, that is trying to get 5G because then they can take all of our information and have control of everything that comes out of the United States. Wouldn't it be great?
Where there's widespread international agreement that they're doing shady things.
Yes.
And we've banned them.
Yes. Well, that was so last year.
Yeah, it does feel like a last year
Tony
thing.
Podesta's on the case now. So he's going to make sure everything is on the up and up. And he's free to do so because he no longer has that investigation hanging over his head. By the way, the Justice Department also has dropped the probe. This is all this weekend. You know, they were working late. They were like, "We got to prioritize, guy. We have too many things." The Justice Department has dropped the probe on the deaths at the New York nursing homes. Nothing to see there. So they're not going to get involved involved at all in that. So I think we can trust our Justice Department is on the right track, don't you? They're not looking into corruption. Oh, by the way, not looking into Hunter Biden either. I mean, there's rumors that they are, but not really. I mean, he's got his big he's got his big art show this weekend, and I don't know if you know this, but his art show. You know, he was told that he had to be ethical here, and he couldn't know who was buying anything. And so he's not. Although he does have a cocktail party with all of the potential buyers prior to the art sale. But they are under strict orders not to say, "Hey, I'm going to buy that one for $500,000. You know what I'm saying? So he might know who was in the room, but he doesn't know who bought anything. So, and that's pinky promise. They are not going to. By the way, do you know who they're marketing this to? It's weird because it's come out in the United States, but they're not marketing it to the United States. They're marketing his art world to all of the art collectors in Asia and China.
That's so weird.